Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Rule the Waves, our Russian series, which is now in episode 15. We're in the midst of a war with Japan and Germany as the Russian Empire, and while things had been going promising on the submarine front, our submarine tactics led to the German Empire siding with Japan and entering the war. It feels like World War I all over again, except in this case, Germany is the United States and Japan was Great Britain. We'll see if we can hold off this conflict and continue to ravage Japanese shipping enough to cause their economy to collapse. If not, it likely will be our own economy which will collapse, given Germany's ability to blockade us at ease and indefinitely, with our entire navy being more or less directed to the Pacific. But that's where we find ourselves, a navy too small and ineffectual to beat either of the powers we're facing on its own, a victory point deficit which will never be overcome, and a last gasp of submarine warfare which may be able to save us or may not before our own eventual collapse. We'll see how this episode plays out. This was taken from a live stream from a couple of days ago, and this will be the final episode in the Russian Rule the Waves Let's Play series, but that we will save for the end. No more spoilers, no more hints until the end of this video. Until the end of this video, I will turn it over to my live streamy self. This was recorded from a couple of weeks ago during a live stream, so I'll go ahead and turn that over, and I will join you guys at the end. Okay. Germany is dominating the seas in Northern Europe, and our forces there are too weak. We are blockaded, assuming. 20 ships sunk by our subs, 100 victory points. Food is becoming scarce in Germany. An enemy submarine has torpedoed and sunk one of our light cruisers. One of our AMCs is sunk. Germany has one ship sunk by a sub. Japan, one ship sunk by a sub. More shortages in Germany. I don't see any reason to lose my fleet. I mean, I get that it says, oh, we're losing, we shouldn't back down, but on the flip side of that, like, we're sinking so many enemy subs here. Enemy ships. Like, all that happens in the U.S. battles is they... High Command's upset that I'm not fighting battles. But my submarines are doing miraculous work. And in 4 months, we're going to get 10 more. In 10 months, we're going to get 90 more submarines. Just let the subs do their work, guys. Let the subs do their work. You guys are all on coastal patrol. Germany's dominating the sea lanes. We're blockaded. Widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances reported in Germany. Revolutionary ideas from Japan are infecting our workers and our soldiers. Just great. U.S. government's offering to sell us rights to weight savings for $3.1 million. Why the hell not? We've got so much money. 13 more ships sunk. It's really just a click fest at this point, right? Cruiser action. Medium size? Yes, we can accept. We'll see what happens here. High Command was upset I wasn't accepting any battles, so we'll accept a battle here. 3 light cruisers. 3 light cruisers on a stroll. 3 light cruisers sailing the seas. Let's see what they're against. Ships sighted. You'd think High Command would realize, like, oh, we're losing all the fleet battles, but our submarines are ravaging them. Maybe we should preserve the fleet. Enemy destroyer, enemy light cruiser. Let's chase him down, boys. Yeehaw! Happens here. Maybe we can destroy a few of these enemy vessels. Alright, we got the enemy destroyer. Yeah, we sunk their light cruiser and their destroyer. Minor Russian victory. Basically no damage for our cruiser. So I will take that. There you go. No way we're catching up in victory points. That's not really what I'm trying for at this point. I'm trying to overthrow their government. Stop infecting us. Oh God, I can't have a war with Great Britain too. All right, so we've got unrest level of 6. Mm. Can Japan's government just fall already? All right. So large liner sunk by our submarine. Prestige suffers. 10 ships, 50 victory points. 1 drop sunk. US ally adds 50 victory points. I don't want to fight naval battles. I know you guys want me to, and I know that we're blockaded. I know that people are upset. But can Japan just collapse already, and can we have a peace? Considering the dire war situation, our government's debate. No. 16 more ships sunk. Just surrender already. Cruiser battle. Great. I can't decline the battle. Right. Looks like we've got 2 light cruisers sailing around. Full speed ahead, sir. The enemy has 2 vessels. We have 2 that we've spotted. Oh God. These 2. But they're not turning to fight. Is it a convoy? More enemy vessels spotted. This one's coming toward us, so I assume that's a warship. Oh God, battle cruisers! Battle cruisers, run! Alright, so... Well, fast, because this thing's over. Maybe we can sink the enemy cruiser. Maybe we can chase down the Kotobug. Run away! Run away! Head back to Russia. And she sank. That's as fast as you can go? Well, you ain't gonna last long. There she goes. Battle's over. Major. See, when they sink 2 cruisers, it's a major victory. When we sink 2 cruisers, meh, who cares? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give the army. Maybe we can get some victory points. Mutinies have occurred in some ships in the fleet. Uh-oh. Come on, subs. Do your job. Japanese minesweeper and U.S. battle... Really? That's an even trade. All right, where are we at with these? 4 more turns still. Oh, God. We've got a whole bunch of subs coming in literally just a few turns. We need more ships on coastal patrol. Frankly, I don't have to assign my whole damn fleet to coastal patrol. I care. Probably not going to put a battleship on coastal. So, unrest level 11. I don't know how high that can go. Germany is apparently unrested. Revolution is broken out in Russia. Oh, God. So... Hey, I stayed in power. What the fuck? What's left of Russia? So our Korean colonies apparently went to Germany. That island was conquered by Japan. Why did they go to Germany? And there you go. We also lost several warships, which were ceded to Germany. We have 1 battleship left. Lena class. So basically, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I should be fired. The Tsar's been deposed. That's just great. So now we have a whole bunch of submarines, I think. Maybe. Yeah, good to know those subs all are going to be commissioned after the war. What's the point now? God damn it. Come on. Oh, boy. Why couldn't they starve faster? Unrest level is still 6 even after the revolution. Like, at this point, what's the point, right? We've kind of already lost. We've maintained our position, but with the Navy evidently having more funding than it can use, the Defense Committee relocates funding to the Army. So I just like the idea of a revolution occurring, and they're like, yeah, let's keep the guy in the Navy. Let's keep him in charge. He did a good job, right? But hey, our American allies, America and Russia, as one. All right, so like literally a billion submarines. If anyone goes to war with us, their commerce is fucked. This ship has fought in 2 wars. And 12-inch guns. Open design for rebuild. Replace machinery. Still use coal? Yeah, she does. Oil? Can do that. Improve the gun quality. And I guess that's what we'll do. Make her go faster. We can make her better than she was before. This ship could have increased elevation for them. Okay, improve the range. Fire control. Right. Save now. I don't know how to increase the elevation gun. The elevation. Let's add torpedo defense. No, we can't do that. Colonial bulged. Where is the ability to increase the training? Oh, increased elevation. There we go. It's a button I can click. Director could fire the secondary guns. I don't know. Well, does it really matter? All right, Elena. Spend 10 months getting rebuilt. Light cruiser. Blah, blah. Design new ships. We'll design some more modern destroyers. We're just going to accept the auto design. Build 10 of them. Got the money. Build 10 more of these new destroyers. So we're going to build 20 destroyers. Maybe we should build 30. 20 destroyers, 1 battleship's being rebuilt. Open this light cruise design for rebuild. I do like the design. I like the overall concept. Place the machinery, switch over to oil, increase the speed. Can't do it to 20 knots. Increase the quality of the guns to the more powerful guns. Improve director fire. Have more rounds of ammo. Okay. There you go. Go ahead and rebuild her. Build. So a more modern light cruiser class there. Dude, we've got $200 million in the insane. Open design for rebuild. Machinery, we're already using oil. Bump the speed up a knot. Increase the turret or ammo. Improve the fire control. Reduce the ammo. And there you go. Build these ships. Select a design. That's silly. So basically just a modernization effort of our existing ships without rebuilt, like building completely new vessels. And the Pyramic America class, that's fine. Open a design for rebuild here. Already using oil. Already making 32. Trying to think here. That. Sure. Heavy. Frankly, the guns I'm less worried about. Slow her down slightly. We'll do that. I'd rather have like triple the torpedoes and fewer and a not slower speed. I don't think it'll make a difference. Okay. So we are rebuilding a whole bunch of vessels. The Russian Navy is being completely overhauled. Long live the revolution. Right, as if the revolutionary government would be okay sending ships to... the General Secretary's made a foreign policy gaffe. You've asked to smooth things over by the Naval Secretary. I would never presume to undercut the Naval Secretary's gaffe. Increases tensions. Let's go back to war. Sure. We've got the money, why the hell not? Sir. Man, the Naval Secretary is trying to drive us back into a war. Build 3 battleships or battle cruisers. So, how do I afford that? That's a tricky one. Got no money to do it. I mean, I guess we do have money, but let's go ahead and design a ship. We need to design a new battleship. Well, currently we have 1 building, right? Must have 3. We currently have 1. We need to build 2 more. So let's go ahead and design a ship. We'll go, let's make it a battleship. Auto design. Max it out at 42,000 tons, which I believe is what our docks are maxed out. Screw all this. Clear turret. We're going to add a forward turret. It's going to be a triple turret. 15-inch guns. We're going to add an aft turret, triple turret, 15. Forward superimposed. And can we add an aft superimposed triple turret? Legal design? Yeah. All right, so speed will be 26 knots. That'll save us a bunch. Belt, we'll keep that all the same. Torpedo defense is going to be 4. Accommodations normal. Rector. So this is all good. This is a good design. We'll have 6-inch guns in our secondaries. Can't they be better 6-inch guns? We'll have 16 of them. So 4 and 4 on each side. No reason to have torpedo tubes. And too long range? No. Keep it medium range. 3 inches in casemates. We'll do 10 of them. And that'll be our design. All okay. The Imperator Pavel. Build 2 of them. And really? That doesn't meet the need? We've got to build 3 of them even though we've already got 1 building? Alright. Go ahead and build 1 more. There you go. Meeting the demand. Got like 10 months of money. By all means, a little bit of extra money is worth it. Private shipbuilding, really expanding those docks. Not going to use cross-deck fire, so that's air. Get a little bit of money by selling to the U.S. Relations with Great Britain suck. I'm receiving much praise for building the required number of battleships. Okay, all of these ships are finishing their reconstruction, which gives us much better budgetary situation here. It'll be even better in a month. There you go. They want to sell us the rights to improved firefighting equipment. Our Navy needs the technology. And we've spent a lot of our 200 million, but we're still doing okay with 3 battleships constructing. The one brand new rebuilt Elena class. The Elena class, the one original pre-dreadnought, or original dreadnought surviving. These rebuilds of our light cruisers, I think, are pretty effective ships and should be pretty solid moving forward. I'm happy we rebuilt those. Our destroyers, I think, are more than adequate at their rebuild design, as well as the 20 new destroyers that we're building. The bajillion submarines that we have here still in service. Our almanac, we are way far behind. Germany, 25 battleships. Japan, 11 metal cruisers. We're just so far behind. We're never going to catch up. Our only hope was like a submarine-style war. Additional forces in Northern Europe to deter aggression. I can do that. I can shift everything back to Northern Europe if that's what I want. Everything's currently Northeast Asia. So let's just move, or most things are. So let's just move almost everything. We're not going to move everything back, but we'll go ahead and move most of our vessels back to Europe. We'll leave a few of our cruisers in Europe and Asia. For our obsolete destroyers. I mean, you can be upset, but I don't have enough ships to deter the Japanese. I'm going to spend money on shells I'm never going to use, and frankly, this game's probably coming to a close here. We've got 2 years left. I don't imagine fighting another war before the game ends. Security agreement with the United States has expired, and yet our treaty icon is still there. Embarrass Germany, hush it up. Sure, why not? They want another battleship to give us a 10% discount. Hey, we got the money. Why not do it? All right. Go for the win! All right, so we're building another battleship. So we've got 4 Imperator Pavel First class battleships being built. And a destroyer. Almost done with it. Man, oh man. This was a rough game. I'm not sure if the game ends at the start of 1925 or at the end of 19. Sure, lower tensions. At this point, I'm just all about maximizing prestige. Tensions are low enough where I can kind of play loose. And we got to just get our prestige up as naval secretary. I kind of feel like I'm the Talleyrand, though, of naval construction, because at the end of the day, or a naval secretary, because it's amazing we made it through 3 wars, 2 of which we lost badly, 1 of which caused the Tsar to be overthrown. You know, it's kind of frankly unbelievable that I'm still in charge here. All right, so we're going to build 2 more of these Imperator Pavel classes. We're going to have 6 battleships being built. Nothing else, frankly, but 6 battleships are being built. They probably won't complete before the end here. Sumo class armored cruiser, 10-inch guns on an armored cruiser. Yikes! Don't want to meet that thing. Basically a pocket battleship there. Sure. Unexpected advances in submarines. Okay. Don't really care. I don't care, no, I don't care. Tell the world that I don't care. Just buy everything. Everybody wants to sell us stuff. We're going to buy it all. Can't necessarily afford it all, but we're going to buy it all. As we close in here on the conclusion of the game. Again, prestige is over 30 now. I don't know how we didn't get fired. Like, at what level do you get fired at prestige? That's what I want to know. I should have lost way more prestige for how I handled that war. All right, so we are means I'd rather have the money. Not that I'm going to use the money, but our first Imperator nickel glass. Turbo electric drive. The game is over. End the game. All right, so our prestige maxed out shortly after the shame of the Lotong Peninsula, a major battle, one of the few that we saved as an incident. I believe these are wars. I don't know why it has Japan on here twice. You can see our prestige plummeted after that war. That was a rather long war from 1919 to 1921. Actually, only about 2 years. Felt like it was longer. We won 1 war against Austria-Hungary. We lost 2 wars. Summary of the ships lost. So we lost 4 battleships. The Japanese lost 2. The only countries to lose battleships. We lost 2 battle cruisers. The U.S. lost 2. Japan lost 2. We lost 7 battleships. The Japanese lost 1. 8 heavy cruisers. 3 for Austria. 6 for Japan. 18 light cruisers for us. 2 for Germany. 8 for Japan. 2 for the U.S. 24 destroyers for Japan. 2 for the U.S. 4 for Germany. 1 for Austria-Hungary. 17 for us. 7 minesweepers for us. I didn't even know I built any minesweepers. 2 for Germany, 12 for Japan, 1 for the U.S. Haha, we won anyway. We lost 254 auxiliaries. Interesting. That seems like way more than I would have thought. The Japanese lost 295. Wow, that's due to our submarine tonnage. 69 for Germany, 19 for Austria-Hungary. 3 land units lost, 1 for us, 1 for Japan. 39 submarines for us, 10 for Germany, 3 for Austria-Hungary, 30 for... We lost by far the most in terms of ships. In terms of economy, Russia... These guys go, wait, where is Russia here? This red line, I assume, which is kind of near the bottom of the pack. We really didn't change much. U.S. took the lead. Those are horrible color bases. Fleet tonnage, Russia... Somewhere in here, this massive plummet must have been when we lost our... No, that's right before the war. Austria-Hungary's tonnage? I can't tell any of these graphs. Oh, this is our tonnage. We must have scrapped a bunch of ships right before our war with Japan, I think. Maybe? I don't really understand. That seems really odd. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's us. By far in last place. So yeah. That's the game. Admiral the Butcher. So far worse than when we played as Tortuga when we had a prestige of 87. In recognition of our service, the Navy will name a new heavy cruiser, Admiral the Butcher. So we get a heavy cruiser. I believe the Tortuga game we got like a new battleship or carrier or something. Played that one till 1935. Played this one till 1926. Yeah, we lost. We lost bad. That was a bad game, guys. Thank you for sticking around throughout the whole game. It was a rough fight. Maybe we'll play one as the Confederacy. That's an interesting idea I've toyed around with. I have one more shot of vodka here that I will take in recognition and memory of the historical Butcher, the worst fleet admiral in the history of the Russian Navy. Cheers. All right, everybody, and that will end this series of Rule the Waves, playing as the Russians. I have a thought of doing a quasi-historical fiction account of a Rule the Waves series playing as the Confederate States of America. The game does allow you to play as the CSA as one of the custom nations, and I thought it might be fun to kind of tell a story, do it a little bit differently with a sort of narrative, story-based approach where I kind of take off the historical Butcher character that I played in my most recent Ultimate General Let's Play series where we won the Civil War, and sort of creating my own fictional account of what happened to him after the war, leading into his son rising in the ranks of the Confederate Navy and eventually becoming the naval secretary, and then playing through Rule the Waves as sort of a story-based game. That would probably not be done via live stream. That would probably be something where I would play, record, and then sort of tell a story and chop things up a bit to tell that story. That's kind of an interesting idea that I'm throwing around. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. It would be something that would probably take a little bit longer to occur and wouldn't likely occur till sort of the middle of summer, maybe sooner than that, I don't know. But let me know if that's something that would interest you guys, because that is an idea that I'm toying around with. There's a couple other things that I'm working on, a little bit more production value kind of stuff, like a documentary series, which I've teased already, The Best of the Rest. And then I will also be picking a new series to start live streaming and showing on the channel. Probably, actually, the new Hearts of Iron game, which is coming out. And then also potentially this Surviving Mars game, which is coming out. Hearts of Iron for sure. I'm really excited for Waking the Tiger. And then also the new Total War stuff that's coming out will also probably make an appearance. As well as going back to Empire Divided, which I never really gave a very good look at. So those are some other things that are in the works. And I'm also going to think about returning to both the Order of Battle series that I had started and kind of got hung up on, and then, if I haven't already by the time this posts, and then also potentially returning to Scourge of War, maybe Waterloo, the newer game that's out, but also just kind of the Gettysburg ones as well. Ultimate General really got me in a Civil War mood, but I'm looking for something maybe a little bit more in-depth, so either Scourge of War or maybe American Civil War 2. We'll see how that all plays out. But that's enough of me rambling on what I might do. What I did do was conclude a live stream series of Rule the Waves, playing as the Russian Empire. We survived to the end despite all of our best efforts not to do so. We saw the Russian Navy crushed multiple times, but in the end, we survived and got a somewhat inconsequential class named after us. We even survived the revolution. So that's a job well done, I think, for me in this video. And until next time, guys, I think I'll go ahead and sign off here. So this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.